Barrister, let me play another video here. It's coming in form of sound. I'll just play the sound.
Mr. Gotcha, let me ask you. So,
hold on, please.
are you really rigging elections, like you said, while you were chief of staff? Yeah, that. Mr. Gotcha, it's been said everywhere now that you yourself said it while you were chief of, you were rigging elections. Yes. I think that what I said to you, first of all, is I need to let my brother know that the world is on fire, not empire. So just for his information. Then on the issue of whether I rig the election, I didn't hide it. I should be paid as a whistleblower. Wait, a whistleblower for rigging elections? Rigging elections should be behind bars, not giving praise. No, that's not correct. If you were around robber yesterday, and today you come to confess that you stole something somewhere, something, are you saying that the law will not take retroactive effect? The answer is
What is that? This is who the hell is this guy? He's an APC stalwart. It's a big. I think he's on a.
He was even the chairman of APC River State.
Can you imagine? This guy is so dumb. I don't get it, for God's sake. What?
How imagine can him at that level saying that the law cannot take retroactive? Who told him? There is no statute bar on crime. Even if it is 50 years, there's no limitation on criminal acts.
Honestly, I can't believe that a man of such level in society, in the polity, can talk in such a reckless, dumb, illiterate manner. I'm telling you, I don't get it. And besides, there are 2 points to this. First, for him to anyway, what he said is not new, but that he came out actually to the public and confess and make it in an just open up in an arrogant and proud manner is what is so ridiculous to me. I don't get it. For you to admit that elections, you are actually rigging, you rigged election, or you have been rigging election in the public, on not just in the public, on national media, on national TV. And I don't get it, Barrister. How our system has been so, our society, the Nigerian society now has become so depraved, full of depravity, that we now see crime and corruption and immorality as a norm in the society. We're not comfortable with it. We now view it as something that is acceptable, something that I don't know. This is honestly, when I watch this, we just laughed over this video, this comment. But the truth is, when I first watched it, I was enraged. I felt really, really enraged. I was enraged because I don't feel, how worse can Nigeria be? How worse can it be? For us to actually know that we really need to, it's a necessity, it's not a necessity, but it's a need at this point, that we really, it's a time for us to take the country back from these corrupt people who are, this is impunity now. Because if you just, when someone goes out to just tell you straight that, yes, I did it, just like what happened in US, when Comey, remember Comey, the former FBI director, when he was fired, he actually literally went on media spree, media rampage, not confessing, with impunity, with pride, with arrogance, telling the president, Donald Trump, that actually he set him up. that is the arrogant, because he did that because he knows quite well that the establishments are actually on his side, and whatever Donald Trump does as president, the establishment will not take anything again. Honestly, again, that actually made me. These are some of we'll be talking about the U.S. Soon, but honestly, that is one of. I don't believe that Donald Trump was supposed to. There were actions that I expected him to take when he was a president that he didn't take. Probably he was misled then. He didn't know who was who. And so that is just it. Anyway, that's just by the way. The same thing is happening in Nigeria now. Why? Where can you imagine this politician? That is impunity. He just believes nothing will happen to him. Nobody can prosecute him. Nobody can touch him. You can imagine, apart from the dumbness, I just see, I view arrogance. I sense arrogance and pride in his voice, in his confession, because he just believes that's exactly what you just said it earlier on this show, that these people just do things, act in certain ways, careless of what happens, because they know that Nigerians will not react. That's exactly what this man is just. That's exactly what this man just did. It's so unfortunate. Barrister, can you take it from there?
Yeah, what struck me, I saw the video before today. What struck me was the audacity that this man had to say they should pay him for being a whistleblower. Now,
oh my God.
who told him that he's a whistleblower? Who told him that what he's saying is new to Nigerians? Nigerians already know that the elections were rigged. So he's not blowing any whistle. He's telling people what they already know. So what should they pay him? Now, you see, like I said, there is no time limit on crime. In any decent society, security agencies would have gone to take up the matter because no criminal file is abandoned. Even if the matter, a criminal file under investigation is never closed until a perpetrator is brought and arraigned. If it's not, the file remains in the cooler until further evidence comes, then you go and bring out the files. But we are in Nigeria. We are in Nigeria where somebody will have the confidence.
Honestly.
Come out and say, pay me money. Because I'm coming out to say myself that, and there is a preacher here in Nigeria. You must know him. They call him Odumeje. Ndaboski.
Yes.
Ndaboski.
Yeah.
You must be hearing of him now.
Yes.
He came out, he preached and said that before Christ arrested him, he was a terrible armed robber.
What? Are you serious?
Yes, I heard him myself. That before he was arrested, he was an armed robber.
Wow.
Before Christ arrested him, he was an armed robber.
My God.
He preached to his congregation publicly.
And the security agencies didn't act.
I said, this is Nigeria. Nobody has gone after him. Nobody. So this is Nigeria. For somebody to come, and that man is talking now, not from altruistic reason, but because he has lost out in this political struggle.
Yeah.
In the River State. That is the only time he is now coming out to continue to be relevant, according in his own mind, by coming out and saying that people are still mentioning him. He's still under
and because he has lost out, it's not in the camp, in the Oweleke camp. Trust me, you will hear very soon that he's arrested. He was arrested rather.
He said that he was rigging elections for Amechi.
Aha. You see that?
So, you see, they position themselves. If you go deep into that story, he's trying to pit somebody against another and in the process derive some benefit from it. He's not just saying it for the sake of saying, or even exposing anything. He's trying to derive benefit from one of the big actors in that state or in the political scene. So that is just the Nigerian system. That's just the Nigerian way. The arrogance, the confidence, the audacity is terrible. Where we have reached, how far we have come towards this demonic road that we are following, that the country is on. How far in a short time that we have come along this demonic road. These are the examples. These are the things that exemplify our road towards perdition, towards destruction. These kind of things. When I read them, in fact, I have become immune because I just shrug off. Because I know that in the way things happen, he will still emerge somewhere as somebody.
That's the unfortunate thing. That's
the Senate president who was charged by EFCC for almost 300-something billion. Did he emerge as the Senate president with the support of the president? So these things are nothing in Nigeria. They are nothing.
It's so sad. It's so sad.
That shows you that we are not a decent society at all. Nigerian society has no decency. He has no principles. He has no integrity.
Yeah, it's so sad. Honestly, it's so sad. And that's why, honestly, we can't continue in this manner. We can't continue this way. Again, this cannot be overemphasized. I've been saying it for a very long time now. We need the military to intervene. We need the intervention of the military. They need to. It's not just a necessity. It's a need right now. Otherwise, these people will destroy. Will destroy this country to an irredeemable position or level. A level where the center can no longer hold. So, and the earlier our patriots, those that are patriotic, who are in the position to actually do something, the earlier they understand this, the better and take action, the better for Nigerians and Nigeria as a nation. Otherwise, the other option is because while we are talking, we believe that Nigerians are adaptive in nature. They can always adapt to any situation, no matter how difficult, how harsh it is. Trust me, every human being has a breaking point. Every human being on earth. No matter how patient a human being, no matter how patient we are, no matter how tolerant we are, no matter how perseverant or resilient we are, we have our breaking points. Every human being on earth. And the moment Nigerians get to that breaking point, if the moment our Nigerians, our leaders push us to that breaking point, we all know what breaking point amounts to. The repercussion of breaking point. Obviously, it's not just a revolution. It's going to be a massively violent revolution. No one, we do not want to get to that point. No one, no sane person, no godly or sane-minded person will desire violence. No. And that is why I am appealing to the military the military non-establishment, those military patriots that are outside, that are not part of the establishment, who have the purposeful intention to actually correct the norms, the anomalies in the society, in the Nigerian system, to actually intervene in this matter. Otherwise, we'll be left with that breaking point where Nigerians will react, and it will eventually, unfortunately, it will take both innocent and the guilty lives. And that the issue of innocent, I don't always like the situation where the innocent have to pay for the crimes of the guilty. Honestly, unfortunately, that's exactly what happens with revolution. It always comes with mixed baggage of both good and bad. suffering the repercussion of it. So, and that is why we are pleading. We do not want it to get to that, and that military, those military guys who think they are in the position to do the right thing, they should better do the right thing now by intervening, because we'll be left with no choice than to do something that will affect everyone. But at the long run, we eventually actually put the country on the right track. So that is just it anyway.